Everybody,
Hey, mommy, what's going on?
what's up, Shug?
How you
Nothing
doing?
much. Doing good. Just hurried up and got out the shower and kind of got it together.
hmm I'm running the show until Dario gets in. I am phoning in from Fort Lauderdale, everyone. I am home for just a day for my family reunion. So I've stolen my cousin's office to come in and chat with you guys for a little bit. And I'm running the show from my other phone. So we're going to get through it. How you doing tonight, Mom?
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. It's been a long day, rushing, getting stuff ready. Cause I get on the plane in the morning. I fly out in the morning to be down there.
Yes.
Um, yeah, had to hurry up, come in, take a shower. I was doing some last minute picking up stuff, getting up stuff,
hmm
get myself together and stuff.
Um, I'm sorry.
So I just came in and rushed in and got in the shower and hurried up and got situated
hmm
and ready to talk to the people.
Yes, you guys. And Darius is gonna join soon. This is him texting me right now. He's pulling in. So we'll just chit chat a little bit until he gets in. He can take in mass control and do all the bells and whistles better than I can right now. But we're at the end of the show. How was it for you, mommy, doing a show? This is like your first time. Like you've always popped in with me, during Chasing Atlanta season, but you were actually a cast member with green screens and a contract and photos and all this other stuff. How was it for you?
It was this round was different. It was different, but it was fun. I mean, it's a lot. Y'all do a lot. It's a lot to it. But it was fun. It was different. I was excited, especially because we took it to Mexico. And just being able to see how things are done behind the scenes and see how the green screens work and stuff like that. In my green screens, I was nervous, very nervous in those and not really just 100% comfortable, shall I say. But, the first go around, I enjoyed it. It was exciting.
Good. It was a pleasure having you. I thought it
Thank you,
was
son.
amazing. I thought
Yeah.
you did a great job.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It was good.
Yes. Everyone loves them some Mama Twix. So I was like, of course
Mhm.
she has to be involved in the mix of Twix. And Dario is here. What's going on, Dario? What is going
Hey,
on?
JT.
JT.
Hey, Dario.
Real bad. Hey everybody.
Hey,
Contessa.
Contessa. Hey, Powerful. Hey, Bianca.
Hey,
Hey, Love
yes.
Works. Love y'all
So
back.
do we want to jump into the first scene? Yeah, they
Sure.
said my makeup was looking nice.
Thank you. I can't
I'm looking out the window at each
see the
other
comments. Babe, are you
to see
on?
who's gonna make the first
Just
move.
let me see the comments.
Why are you crying? Mom, I want to hear from you.
I need another phone to see the comments.
It for me, let me start where he was saying he gives me a pass. That angers me when he says that. He forgets the years that, as a single mother, raising him, what that entailed for me. I feel like that's something I never heard him say. That I feel like everything is always my fault. His responses, his reactions, and I just want him to understand I'm not your friend. When he says I give her a pass, my God, he don't. I mean, I don't think he ever stops and thinks of a lot of the things he took me through. I don't have a problem with what he says. I have a problem with how he says it. I mean, I'm not his little friends. And that's our biggest thing. I have to tell him, I'm not your friends. I'm not your fans. I don't like the way he responds to things. Not what he says, but how he does it. If we don't talk for a while, I feel like he feels like when we do talk, okay, that was old, that's the past. I won't talk about that. But that pain or my thoughts on that, we haven't straightened that out.
For the sake of us as people, what is it that is truly hurting the both of you? There have been some internal things that have truly happen.
Yeah, it's a lot.
We got to unpack that and properly pack our suitcases with the proper things for the destination.
But I feel like we always do have these unpack conversations. Like I can detail them timestamp from when we've sat down and we talked about things she felt like I did in my childhood that had an effect on her multiple times.
So when y'all are talking, where's the action to move forward?
He's not listening to what, like if I say something and he says, well, I don't feel like I do that. Like you do. And you see, this is why we don't get past it. The world gets to see Oliver Twixt. They don't see Eddie Oliver.
Is that it? Oh, that was a very emotional scene.
Yeah, that was a lot. That therapy session drained me. I was drained. Huh?
I said yes, it was very draining.
Yeah. I went home and slept good. I had a good nap.
Well, good. Anything you want to talk about with the scene?
Yeah. Pretty much with that, that scene was about, we hadn't, prior to us going to Mexico, we hadn't spoken in some months. And we had just gotten to a place in the space where we're okay for 4 or 5, 6 months, and then we fighting again. And, we both got tired of it and decided, to take this trip down to therapy, which, I was happy with. I think that I think in one of my green screens, I said, I kind of felt like it was biased because he was your therapist, not mine. And I wanted us to do like a neutral therapist, not use mine, somebody that I had already, been spending time with and telling my side of the things, or someone that you had already been spending time with, but just somebody kind of neutral coming in. So I was kind of a little, in some parts of it, teed off. But I think overall he did a decent job. But for us, I think that was a breakthrough moment for us, because even now, looking back on it, looking at postures and body language and tones and different things like that, I'm glad we did it. A lot got said in that session, and I felt like that I finally was able to say the things that I wanted to say, and then he be able to relay it back to you with me had been saying it for a long time, but I guess to you it was coming off a different way. He was able to put it in a different perspective, so that, some things that I had been saying for a while, he was able to put it in a different perspective. And I think you kind of saw it differently this time because you seemed a little more receptive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think for me, I was just ready for whatever needed to be done to happen, so we could move past it. So I was in full surrender mode. I was waving the white flag. Whatever I need to do, let's do it. Just so we can move past it, because I don't like confrontation too much. Like it makes me anxious. It makes me real anxious. And so whatever I was willing to forfeit ego, whatever I thought was right, so that the process could prevail and healing could take place.
Yeah. And I think too that I was in a better place, in a better space, because years ago I wasn't ready to listen. I wasn't ready for the conversations that we had, because I needed to go deal with some of my own issues. I needed to go heal on some things. I needed to get out of myself, get out of my ways, get out of my thoughts. and be able to be open minded, be able to be criticized and critiqued, whether I wanted to hear it or not. So I had to get in that place, in that space. And it took me a while to get there, but that's what made it much better during that time too. Because
Hmm.
there was a time when, I just didn't want to hear it. I don't care. I just didn't want to hear it. So
Right.
um, I'm grateful.
Jamar
What
wants to know
what
what was it that caused you to want to bring the cameras down? Sensitive subject? I would say so.
Yes, yes, Jamar.
Yeah, child,
Yes,
because we started
Jamar.
talking. We started talking, baby. Like we started
Yes.
talking.
Yes, honey.
Uh-huh.
A very, very sensitive subject. And not that, it's some, big secrets or anything like that. But when relaying information or sharing certain informations when emotions are running high, different things like that, you have to be mindful, because no matter how we say it or talk about it, there's always going to be somebody waiting down in the comments, waiting down, just to spin their own narrative, just something to take our moment, our broken pieces, and instead of helping us, put them, embrace us as we try to put them back together again, they'll take them and try to throw them back at them, use it against us, bring it back up, all of those kind of things. So some things are for the world, and some things will just stay between me, my son, and God.
Praise the Lord. Love Work says, Mama Twix, do you think there's more layers to pull back?
Most definitely. Most definitely. And as far as me and his relationship, no, I would say that we're in a great space. But as far as the layers, for me, just in my own personal space, my personal zone, my sister Chantae says something so profound in that first scene about boundaries. And that was something I learned in therapy about boundaries. That I always automatically just want to jump into mother mode. And for people that, had an issue when I said that I'm not my son's friend, I'll say it again. I'm not his damn friend. And I tell him all the time, your mother said, I'm not your little friend, because there is a difference. I respect my son as a grown man, but there's a different level of conversation, respect, different things that my son will have and share with his friends that I know he would dare never tell me. And I don't expect him to, because me growing up with my mom, my mom was my mom, and we had our closeness, and it was things I shared with my mom, but it was things that, was for my friends only. So as far as me still peeling back layers, there's always layers to peel back, because just when you think you're there and something happens and it wakes it up, you realize, dang, I thought I was healed. I thought I was over that, but now this has happened and it's triggered. So let me go back and revisit this, or let me go back into and spend a little more time in this area, because I'm not healed like I thought I was. As someone who is older, what can you say to the older generation about therapy? Um, I would encourage it. I would encourage it. I would encourage it. I'm 52 years old, and you know, this generation, we come from a generation where they don't believe in therapy. Going to therapy is like putting people in your business. And growing up, parents always said, don't take my business outside of this house. In the church world, they tell you they don't believe in therapy. They tell you get on your knees back then till you call Jesus. Call him, call Jesus until he come. You pray about everything. But they don't understand that God gives you both. He gives you pray for the right therapist to go to, ask God to send you to the right therapist, and then impart that information, or impart into that therapist what you need to get you to your place of wholeness. So I definitely support therapy, and whatever it took for me and my son to get past the things that we've dealt with and the things that happen. I do it all over again. So I definitely encourage therapy.
Can either of you speak on the importance of therapy in the Black community, specifically for queer people? I mean, I feel like Black people on a whole are so full of different doctrinations that are just so antiquated and aren't really helpful to our culture, our community, where we come from. A lot of our belief systems and social norms come from like years of routine, which a lot of them are rooted in not some of the best places. You know, we can go down a whole scholastic wormhole of, you know, discipline your kids, you know, what's proper in the Black house, da 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 da, all this other stuff. And I think with therapy, especially for our community, it will help us to unpack a lot of the not so healthy things about our culture, and it can set us on a path of learning out new information so that we can live our lives a whole lot better, and most importantly, treat each other a whole lot better. Therapy was amazing for me. Like, I really enjoyed it. And I would say for me, I left the therapy scene like feeling a whole lot better. And I felt like I had like a roadmap on how to navigate my mother and I moving forward, so that I'm respecting her and I'm also respecting myself as well. And like contingency plans and stuff like that. Like I felt I left feeling way more enlightened and like confident, like moving forward. Thank you so much, William the baddest.
Baddest.
What makes a good therapist a good one? Was it difficult choosing someone who was a great fit for you both? So this wasn't someone that we both chose. This is actually the therapist that works with Chasing Reality. So like he's the one, like if we need a therapist, if any of the cast members need a therapist or we have a scene, we try to go to him first. Which was really my decision in having him. He was, you know, that's the one that we choose from when we film on our shows for the channel. I feel like a good therapist comes from someone who's going to tell you the truth and who's going to motivate you to rethink certain things, who's going to challenge you. Most importantly, I feel like a good therapist challenges you as well as steers you in the direction of learning more about yourself, learning your behaviors, what motivates you, things in your past that may influence your actions today. That therapist that helps you really do that in-depth work, to me, is a good one. Yes,
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Anything else you want to touch on, Mommy, about the therapy scene?
No, that was it. I just encourage it. I welcome it. I started my therapy journey 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago. And I mean, I still see her, talk to her once a week. Even if nothing is going on, I just try to, I like it. You know, my insurance pay for it. I say, why not? Even if I just stop in to tell her I had a great week. You know, I had a stress-free week or something that, you know, share good news. It's not always to see, you know, her if I'm depressed or, you know, angry, this, that, or the third. It's just to stop in and, you know, let her see that her hard work with me, because Lord Jesus, I was been a hot mess with her for 3 years. So it's just for me to stop in to let her see that, you know, I'm doing just fine.
Yes. Praise the Lord. Yes. You guys have any more questions about the therapy scene? If not, we can move on. And if you drop it down in the chat, we can get to it a little later. And Dario, what you got for us next?
I'm gonna tiptoe around it with Nicole and the what's the guy's name on TTB?
Their names are unimportant. Because they're unimportant.
Okay, they're unimportant, but JeTwahn showing his ass this time figuratively and not literally. What was up with that?
We came back from Mexico. Nicole and I have had like 1 or 2 phone conversations. They asked us to basically to come visit them over there in their live because they were premiering our video.
Okay.
And they implemented a new host, the King of Shades, someone who's a known person who's over the years harass me. Excuse me. Nicole hosts a show on another YouTube channel where they count down various artists, and all of her songs on the countdown, and We Were Born songs on the countdown. But for some reason, her and her co-host has a lot of negative things to say about our video. And for some reason, my video was the only video getting shaded. It wasn't Nicole shading the video, it was her friend. I get into it with the friend, and Nicole comes to the friend's defense, and now me and her argue.
JeTwahn, between you and King and Shay, I really don't remember him saying that.
He was not nasty to you, sweetie.
And I was. Now what? What's now?
Do your big one, sweetheart. If that's what the Lord laid on your heart, go for it.
I don't. And you're an alcoholic at 40 years old. All you do is drink and talk shit about people. So 47 years old, drinking and making wigs,
that's so
bitch.
Cute for you.
Drinking and making wigs.
Anything else, girl?
Now, if I start calling you man, it'll be a problem.
You can say whatever you want to say, but until you clean your bathroom, you want to shut the fuck up.
Girl, you don't clean nothing, bitch. You don't clean that dirty ass ring around your fucking ass neck, bitch.
Come on, y'all.
You weak ass bitch.
All you spend my money buying your music is trolling you.
Shut the fuck up, you weak ass fat.
I don't have any comments.
I mean, I was over there when all of that went down. Because I like TTB. I love the cousins. I like to stay abreast of things and stuff like that. So I was over there when it went down, because I would watch the countdown. I thought that was a phenomenal show that TTB brought out. Now I don't remember something being said. I'm not saying that it wasn't said. I think the video is an awesome video. But I just know all of a sudden things went left. It was a hot mess. A whole bunch of unnecessary stuff got said. I didn't like it. I didn't like it one bit. It was definitely some unnecessary shots got fired. It was very disrespectful. It was disrespectful, and I'm always about right. I'm about wrong and good, bad, and indifference. I love my JeTwahn, even though I want to pop his neck, but he kind of started that. He was wrong. He took it to a whole nother level of disrespect towards Nicole. And then it just went crazy. Just crazy. And I don't like that kind of stuff because everybody has a brand. And what I tell my son all the time, you never know who's watching. People aren't going to invest in a liability. You can get online all day and entertain people that love drama, that love good reads and stuff like that. But if they're not dropping nothing in your Cash App on a regular, or you talking petty chit chatter that really don't matter, or it's not making your pockets fatter, you just blowing out useless air. Don't waste your time. Don't sell your soul. Don't sell your brand. We Were Born have a wonderful brand. They are, extremely talented, super talented. Nicole is super talented. Our community is super talented. And I just hate when we get, especially online, and we blast each other, because they wait for us to do that. They wait for a reason to say, see, this is why we won't accept them. See, they don't know how to act. Even though, whether it's black, white, yellow, or red, they show their ass too. But the minute that we show our ass, it's always magnified. So, we have to be very mindful. We already struggle. It's just like, being black, struggling to be able to equally survive in a white world, being in the LGBTQ plus community, it's the same thing. We are struggling. to try to be able to move in that same space. So yes, we are held to a higher standard because they already don't want to give us our props anyway. But when it's the talent is just there and you can't deny it, they don't have a choice. But when we go online and do foolish stuff like that, we make it very easy for them. So that's where my anger comes from. That's where, me being upset comes from. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
Anybody have any questions down in the comments about it? Drop it and we'll answer them later. And Daria, what you got for us next?
It's going through my hair. What's going through your hair? Now, what is this about? I just got my hard hair. I know we're about to be under construction. You got some gloves too? You may need to get up in there. Some gloves? I don't got no gloves, but what else I got, child? Just you went shopping for this. Just in case. Just
not the hammer time.
We're gonna beat everything in there. This is gonna be everything exactly the way that you wanted it to be, okay? Oh my god.
So Elite Body Sculpture is a plastic surgery clinic giving what they call air sculpting procedures. It's a safer way for you to do cosmetic surgery to your body. In my case, a BBL, because it's my fat, okay? And I want to keep my fat. We ain't gonna throw my shit down the drain. No, baby, give it here so I can shake just a little bit more.
I didn't really think so many people would really care. Like, I've gotten so much support and inquiries and questions, and of course people telling me not to do it. I need to do it. I mean, at the end of the day, you're a beautiful person inside and out. But if there are things that, want to enhance a bit, do your thing, girl.
I am walking into surgery very nervous because I've never had any type of medical procedure ever in my life. And while I know I'm at a center where the doctors are board certified and all of their procedures have been regulated by the government, girl, you still playing Russian roulette with your life sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because anything could go wrong, bitch. I could fucking burp while they doing this shit and everything go to fucking hell. So I'm just praying to God that my journey doesn't end on this goddamn surgery table, okay? I love me some Darius. I really do. That's my road dog.
Stop Bob the Builder to come out with the hammer time. I thought he was getting ready to say he getting ready to beat some of that fat at your ass. I thought that's what he was gonna say with the hammer. But I just want to start with this. What in the hell? Did people didn't tell you not to eat?
They told me to eat. They told me
okay, because I'm like, damn. Okay, every surgery I go into, you can't eat 2 whole days before you got to swallow your spit and chew on bubble gum.
I was instructed to eat, that I needed, and she called me that morning and was like, "Did you eat something before you come?" I was like, "No," but I had just ordered a bunch of like green meals with like Brussels sprouts and kale and like some fruit and nuts and stuff like that. So that's what I was eating that day. It was like a Brussels sprout, avocado, something, just something light to put on my stomach. But I was instructed to eat. I was shocked. I was like, "Hey, I thought you were supposed to eat," but they told me I needed to eat.
When you was eating, I thought it looked like some leftovers from Outback Steakhouse or something. Looked like a takeout, a dog bag.
I had started changing my diet like 2 weeks before the surgery. Like I had stopped drinking, stopped smoking. I had stopped eating fried food. Like I was trying to do right then. So yeah. I don't want not a lick. Someone said, okay, here we go. What were you eating? I was eating a bunch of greens, child. Darius had me laughing the whole trip. I love my best friend. He's just amazing. And I'm so glad.
Darius is a breath of fresh air.
He is just one of the purest souls I've ever met. Just pure, just genuine people. You don't meet people like him often. How do you feel now, Oliver, now that the procedure has been done for a while, baby? I feel amazing. I feel great. Like every day is amazing. Every day is amazing. I feel freaking amazing. Do you think you have gotten enhancements about the sponsorships or collaborations with the company? Yeah, I would have gotten it anyways because I really wanted it. And I was going through a phase of just wanting to like rid myself of anything that reminded me of me from yesterday. And I was just like, girl, yeah. So I was gonna do it. Whether they gave me the money or not, I was gonna do it. Darius is the one friend everyone needs. Yes, you need a friend like Darius. I could just go all day about Darius. What kind of procedures were you having chomping at that plate? So I had my chin jawline air sculpted. They took fat out of this. They took fat out of my armpits, not my arms. Out of my armpits, out of my stomach, my waistline, all around, and then they put what they could in my butt. So that's what I had done. And the healing process was pretty good. Like, other than not sitting on my butt for like 6 weeks, and I think I went 2 months without sitting on it, it was fine. The only thing now is like, I think because I haven't sat on my butt in such a long time consistently, and my butt is more full, like it's fuller, sitting on my butt sometimes can kind of like ache, and I have to kind of like move around. I still try to sit on my butt cushion to kind of give me like a little support. But other than that, like everything is fine. Everything is fine. Like I would say I'm probably like 92, 95% healed, child. I'm good. Yes. But yes, that scene was so funny. I still haven't watched I need to go back and watch the episode again. But yes, Darius is just amazing. He's just amazing. He's so freaking crazy.
Darius is hilarious.
Yep. I got my chin done. I got my underarms done, my stomach, my waistline, my back, and my butt. And we're going to go get some more. The second round is going to be way lighter than the first one. I just ain't want to do it all at one time and be really messed up. But since I know what it feels like the first time, the second time definitely ain't going to be as crazy. I just got one more area and then we done. We done for real. Because I ain't going to have nothing else to suck out. And I think my butt is a little too big now. Just a little bit.
Yeah. It was already naturally big. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else he was trying to
I wanted to lock in the shape. I'll tell you, when I went and visited my daddy and I saw his brother and his son, and I'm not body shaming, but all them they 6'2", thick ass, no neck, big ass men. I don't want to look like that. I want to look like my mama. Okay, I want to be small with a big booty. That's all I want. So I was like, well, since I'm edging towards 30, y'all go ahead and take this stuff out now, so I can heal up. Go ahead and move the stuff, and y'all can lock in this shape now, so I don't got to be looking like my daddy in the body. I don't mind looking like him in the face, but I don't want to look like him in the body, in the neck, in the arms, in the armpits, in the stomach, and all that. I don't want that shape. I don't want the refrigerator shape. I want the Coke bottle shape. So yeah. And all them look like that. Like all the men on my dad's side look like that, and I was like, oh no, no.
You know, that's how their mama was built too.
Was she?
Mm-hmm.
She was built like daddy.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's right. Well, shake something. That's okay.
Yeah.
Nicole don't got no problems getting a man. Ain't that right, Nicole?
Yeah, let's see. That's why you stay in damn trouble.
Well, I only joke with the people I know can take a joke. That's my girl.
Oh yeah. Nicole don't give a damn.
She don't give a damn.
She gonna come back. She gonna come back 10 times harder on you.
She don't care. It's right. She said, "And don't." No, it don't. What's the next thing you got for us, Dario? Is it the recovery thing? We don't gotta play all this. All I got to say is, honestly, I was toe up. Like, I wasn't hurting, but I just felt stiff. Like, I just felt so stiff, like I couldn't move. And I felt so groggy. Like, I was so groggy. And all I was thinking was, like, I just want to go to sleep. Like, I just want to go to bed. Y'all just get me in a bed so I can lay down because this is too much. And then what they didn't show, what Dario didn't include, was after they put me in the bed, I actually got up and came downstairs. And it was like, what are you doing? And like, it just felt weird laying down. So I was like, well, maybe I'll feel better if I walk around and do stuff.
But the thing was, when you laid down, you were asleep. When they brought you home to my house and we got you upstairs, you were out. I mean, once we got you in the bed, at least we thought you were knocked out. We were down in the garage having us some drinks. I told them, I said, well, y'all want something to drink? Shit, after all that, I know y'all probably need some. So we was down there just talking and drinking. And then all of a sudden, we hear the damn door open. And I know damn well Cookie didn't open the door. And we look back, it's just you. And everybody was in there just kind of stunned and looked. And you just came out. You had on my damn inside shoes, my inside house slippers on your damn feet. And you just walked past us like we wasn't standing there. And you went out in the grass and you walked in the yard and you looked around. And I think we was just all so shocked, like, damn, is it the anesthesia? Is it what the hell is going on? We just laid him down. We thought he was, gave you a happy pill. We thought you was drugged out. You just went around and you just looked and you stood around the grass and you looked. It's like, oh shit.
I couldn't. I woke up. And I just couldn't lay down. Like I needed to move around. I needed to get up and move around. Like it just was laying still just wasn't a thing. And that was probably the only complication. Like laying on my stomach was like in the beginning was a little hard. Like I was like, "Ooh, girl, I'm tired of this. Like this is aggravating." And so I was like, "Let me just get up and walk around." Mama, the people want to know, how did you feel taking care of me right after?
Oh, I wouldn't have had it any other way because I was so worried about it. But, when you told me you was getting it, because, you popped it up on me like maybe like what, a week before, like, oh, Mom, did I tell you I'm getting ready to have surgery? Knowing damn well you didn't tell me nothing like that. And I was like, what kind of surgery? And so I had to just say, okay, if he's having it, he already has a date. That means his mind is made up. So, let me just go into prayer mode and, just ask God to protect you, cover you, shield you, let it be a safe procedure. And my biggest thing was I was just glad when Darius called me and told me everything went well, that you were doing good, that he was picking you up, and that y'all was on the way to my house. So it was, very soothing for me in my mind. Him being there with me, I wouldn't have had it any other way because I was up all night just kept peeping in. I wanted to make sure that he was okay. I was feeling his head just to make sure he wasn't getting a fever. Kept looking at his chest, making sure his chest was rising, that he was still breathing. Because you hear all these nightmare stories and different things like that. And his face was so swollen and it just seemed like, he was in pain. So I just wanted to make sure he was good. If anything went down, then I was just right there to jump in, dial 911, call on the God of Isaac, Abraham, and Jacob.
Yeah. Somebody is asking, can we get the deets on the lashes and lip gloss in the green screen? I'm assuming you talk about my mama because everyone was talking about her. Are you talking about me? Or you talking about my mama? I'm assuming you talk about my mama. So, Mom, tell the people about your makeup. Mom.
Was it me? They talking about me?
I'm assuming they're talking about you because they said, can we get the deets on the lashes and lip gloss in the green screen? I'm assuming they're talking about you.
Or you, because you had lashes and lip gloss on too.
I mean, I guess we both can answer it.
For me, it was Tati Marie with Studio Pink ATL. She is phenomenal. She's phenomenal. When I first met her, she was really excited about giving me a look. She was asking me different things. I told her, I said, you know what, just do what you feel. I'm going to trust you. And she did her magic. Each and every time that I went to her, she just looked at my outfit and went to work from there. So she just follows Studio Pink ATL. Her name is Tati Marie. She is phenomenal. as you can see. She's very professional, very she believes in perfecting her craft. So just look her up. If you my
He is all the
charger
Twixt did
is
his
in the
makeup the
bathroom.
entire season,
No, it's
and
I think it's on the wall in the bathroom.
all my lashes came from the Kona Stone. I did my makeup this entire season. I think I did okay. Some better than others, but overall, I think I did a great job. I mean, ain't nothing really much you really need to do, Ooh, Lordy. Hey, y'all. And Daria, what's the next clip? Oh, wait. Was I trying to edit videos? Baby, I was still working baby, I was still working. Ain't nothing ever gonna stop me from working, baby. I'm gonna always be doing something. I just can't sit still and playing my ass all day. That's boring. Like, I gotta be doing something. I gotta do something. Ma, you muted your mic. Or maybe and Daria muted you. Okay, no, it's fixed. It's fixed. It's fixed.
No, he sure was until I popped one of them pain pills in him and let him lay his butt right back down and knocked him right back out.
Yeah. Chow, what's the next clip? Are we getting to the great beyond?
We have to have this conversation. I don't gotta never talk to this bitch again, and I'm fine with that.
But no, you act like you're the queen of the world, girl. I don't want to fucking talk to you.
Can I speak for one moment?
Absolutely.
Please, just please. For one thing, our music, that platform is based off other people's content.
No shade.
And our music was not clear to even be critiqued by anybody on that content.
We never approved getting our. Y'all didn't.
Well, you not there on the first episode.
You got
being
so
like, oh my
much
god,
to
I
say.
love this. This
You got
is
so much to say. This is your job.
Were you not on the first episode? Like, oh my god, I love
this.
This.
It's cute when y'all said it was a countdown show, not a critiquing show.
I still promoted your song and your video after I knew you threw me under the bus.
Did
I not?
I didn't throw you under the bus.
You threw
yourself under the bus.
Then why you didn't have this energy in Mexico? Why you didn't say don't talk about my friend's wine? Why you didn't say that? Because they're quiet as fuck.
Because I'm not a fake ass bitch. If I got something to say, I say it to your motherfucking face. And I say it to your motherfucking face now. And I'm saying it now. I'm saying it now.
What's up?
I gotta go home.
What we doing?
Yeah, but she ain't. Bye.
Bye, bitch. Bye.
Get your ass out of here.
Girl, I'll get out when I want to get out.
I feel like where JeTwahn could have done better was not go back and tell Q. At the point at which Q and Nicole ain't friends, why share something that you've already been told is not going to be included in the show? I feel like Nicole should have just ignored it all and just paid it. I know Darius would never purposely disparage anyone's brand, but I done told him it can get real tricky. Just say hi and bye to them. Don't get caught up in the caught up. Don't nobody ever listen to me. Hey, I can't be the answer. I'm ready to dance when the vamp up. And when I hit that dip, get your camera. You can see I've been that bitch since the pamper. Mom, what you got to say about this? What happened?
Hoocha. I mean, see, when I saw it for the first time, I didn't see all of everything that happened until the show came out. I just came in on the part that I came in on. And I mean, I heard y'all out there talking, but music was playing. Me and some other people were in the garage, with the music playing on the pool table and playing the games in the garage and stuff. So I just thought that people was talking loud over the music until I came inside. And when I went in the kitchen, then I started really hearing what was going on. And I'm like, oh hell, oh shit, here we go. So I mean I mean, I was like, damn, I hope my neighbors don't come looking crazy, because my little cul-de-sac is quiet over there. And in my little cul-de-sac is like, it's about like 4 officers on that street in that little section, where I'm at. And I'm like, oh shit, I hope ain't nothing going down. They don't think nothing's going down over here. But all jokes aside, once again, I was disappointed. because we had just left Mexico. We had a great time. I'm not, getting into it to say, what should have been said, what should not have been said, because I'm to a place in a space that, I let y'all work that out. It's just like when brothers and sisters fight, you don't get into it. Eventually, you let them work it out. They'll be, right back in tune with one another. I just don't like when it gets to the point of we're trying to go for the jugular. I'm going to say things because words are powerful, and that's something that I learned. And even though we say things and we apologize, the effects of what we said, it doesn't go away. In that moment, when I looked at Nicole, for me, in my opinion, I think Nicole's hurt was still coming from the live, the TTB live, because of things that were said. You attacked her gender, anytime a person, their first point of attack is to attack something what they deem as a weakness. Oh, you're an alcoholic. Oh, should I call you a man? Oh, you're a bitch. Those type of attacks are coming from a deep down rooted place of hurt. And we don't see it later until maybe you go back and you look at, the replay. To JeTwahnn's defense, just some of the continuing of it. The continuing of it, the continuing of, what, he felt like was stabs, was jugs, was insults, towards their music, towards their brand. Let me just say this. Berlin is my girl for life. When I tell you on the trip, just at my home, everything, and just being around her, she, if you're not following her, when I tell you, she is a awesome person, and I'm grateful that she's in JeTwahnn's life because I think she keeps him balanced. I think that, there's always that one person that no matter what we do, that we're going to be there for you. I think she's definitely that person for him that balances him, that's there for him, that, when he kind of, gets off in his moments can kind of bring him back because, JeTwahn he does have a really good heart. I saw that in Mexico. He's definitely fun to be around as well. And he's definitely, I learned with him, he's working on some things within himself. He's working on, just some issues within himself, as we all are. So sometimes in the reality shows, people get to see only a portion of things, but on the trip and just spending time with them, spending time with Nicole, spending time with Darius, Darius don't count. That's my other son. JeTwahn, Berlin, just spending time with them and just getting the totality and the fullness of them is so much more to them than what you see on the edited versions and the screen. So just keep following and stay tuned with them because I love them all. I really do. And they're kind of like my adopted family, my adopted children. So it is what it is. They're in my life. They're mine now, and I just have to deal with it and accept them.
I will say this. Before I give my opinion, I'm saying to you guys, I know I've been a little lax on my personal YouTube channel on talking about my own reviews of the episodes. I will be picking those up beginning tomorrow, where I would go we'll see how I feel when I wake up that morning, a little bit more in depth about how I feel. But what I will say now is in Mexico, once I realized that they were talking about Q's wine, and this, what I'm saying, has been confirmed by everyone in that room, that I explained to the whole cast that talking about Q's wine at that time was not going to be included in the show, so there was no need for them to keep bringing it up, and let's just stop talking about it. Please don't take this as a shun to anyone else for not doing so, but presently in that moment in the room in Mexico, Oliver was the only one who spoke up and out about people talking about Q's wine and making fun of it. And I communicated to Nicole several times for her to stop, because I know the nature of chasing reality and the people involved. One little thing can start a whole other thing, which in the end it has, and I'm still dealing with it to this day. I informed everyone in that room that that would not be going into the show, so let's just stop, because I didn't want to deal with it. Unfortunately, JeTwahn went and told Q, which caused a whole scene. I had people from other cities calling me, execs within the brand calling me, people just calling me, to where I was like, let me just call Q and just find out what's going on. Where he told me JeTwahn was the one who went back and told him, and he told me what JeTwahn told him. By the time that had happened, JeTwahn and Nicole, I believe, had already went to another place. We still had to film the finale. Like, I still had to go have surgery. The people still had to come over. It was my hope that they didn't get into it, but they did. And so with them getting into it and talking about what started out in Cancun about the wine, we had to include it in the show. I didn't want to include it in the show, but in order for the fight and the finale to make sense, we had to include it. We had to include it in the show. It was my wish that it would have never left the room, that it just would have died there, because things just take feet and they take life and they just fester and they grow into things that they don't have to be. And me being the person over the show, as well as the person who the show is centered around, it all comes back to me in one way or another. Now, I didn't tell Darius to bring the wine. I didn't tell Nicole to talk bad about his wine. I didn't do nothing, but some type of way I become responsible. That's all I'm gonna say about it, honestly. I just wish it would have never left the room. Especially with contracts in place that we all signed to Dario Abrams, not to me. And I want to be very clear. My show, this being my show, this is still a product, and I still answer to Dario. We all answer to Dario per our contracts. And there are things in there regarding non-disclosures with people who are not a part of production or not a part of the show. We shouldn't be sharing scenes. We shouldn't be sharing things that go on in scenes. We shouldn't be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it happened, and these are the ramifications. I don't like it. I don't want it. It doesn't make me happy. And that's about it. I wish it would have never happened. But unfortunately, it did. And so here we are. That's all I got to say about it. You can put it back on the both of us. That's all I got to say about it for now. We see how I feel tomorrow.
Oh, Lord.
How I feel tomorrow. Been since the last time I've seen you?
Everything's been good.
Theo!
So, how do you feel about, as we talk about moving for the next takeover? How do you feel about how we did the last time? So of course we got a lot of feedback from your family. A lot.
Okay.
Of course, I noticed a lot of stuff I did
live. But y'all, Theo is back, y'all. Theo is here. The Twixt trip is going on next year. www.twixtrip.com to look out and see what we have going on. Theo would not be the lead travel agent. We do have a new one called. We do have a new one by the name of Margita, who's, you know, a bit older than us, and she's been doing this travel stuff about 20 plus years now. So she has a whole lot more experience in just the whole shebang. And I'm so excited for her to be leading us, and Theo will be a part as an associate to assist her. But I'm glad that we were able to end this whole Theo thing on a positive note. And I think the show, I think in reality, a lot of these things discussed on the show to us were minute, but now that it's gone to air and you guys have watched it, it kind of looks like it's bigger. But like me and Theo have never fallen out. We communicate very regularly. We're very open. He tells me exactly how he feels. I tell him how I feel, and like we move forward because I think we both just have a shared interest in getting the job done, and wanting everybody to be happy and get the money, child, at the end of the day, and as much as we can. So I'm glad we were able to see Theo in this way with his red beard, child. Jesus.
Oh, Titi. Yeah. I mean, I'm happy for him too. It was a learning experience. You know, it's the cost of doing business. And I know people say, "Oh, everybody was dragging Theo and different things like that," and it only looked that way. It looked like that they drug him for so long because of the length of it in the episodes. But I mean, I could see where it looked like, that they were just trying to make, ragging on Theo. However, on the flip side of that, it's just some arenas when you enter into, you got to expect that when people, you know, you spend their money or they book certain things, there's an expectation that they want what they want. You know, when I spent my money, I want to be able to travel stress free, worry free, which is why you involve, a travel agent. Yes, everything wasn't perfect. He learned, and I applaud Theo for his feedback on it. One thing I can say about my family, people say, well, why did you bring your family? Y'all can forget that. One thing about us, we're not that family. You know, I don't know about other people's family and what they choose to do. It's like you might as well call us the get ones, because you get one of us, you got to get us all. You know, one band, one sound in my family, and that's just the way it is. And that's just gonna way it's gonna be until the casket drop. You know, one coming, we all coming. Simple as that. But Theo was phenomenal. He was awesome. And he handled it like a professional. He took the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent. The things that were his fault and were in his control, he owned it. Things, unfortunately, were beyond the scope, beyond the scope of his control, and it was just, you're gonna have the mad customers. You're gonna have that regardless, and it's just understood on every side. But at the end, you saw the finished product. You saw everybody enjoying and embracing and having a good time. It all came together, and we all getting ready to do it again. So, hey, I just came back from the Dominican last month, but I'll be right back on this trip going again. Anytime his wheels up, I'm always game. So, hey.
Yes. All's well that ends well. Somebody wanted to know, Oliver, will you relax a little bit more?
Babe, this is not my charger. You got to get my charger. Yeah, because it's not going to charge it. Just keep saying on my.
Thank you, Dario. I don't consider what I do work. Like, I mean, I know it's work and that's how I get money, but it's fun for me. Like, I enjoy what I do. And I came a day before everybody and I stayed a day later. So like on those days, baby, I was having fun. But I mean, it's just a part of the situation. Like, y'all think, mark my words, like the same way that people talk about Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry and Ken. Listen, I've been around Candy Bird since January. Even though Candy Bird has got teams and stuff like that, Candy is always in a place of working. She's doing something. And I think if you love doing it, it's okay. And I want the people to talk about me how they talk about them. And in order for the people to talk about me like them, I gotta do what they do. And they work. And I enjoy working. Like I hate using the word work. I'm gonna have to choose another word. I enjoy creating. I enjoy everything that I do. So like it makes me smile. I would be sad and can't function if I couldn't make content or film a show or do music or do a video or answer an email. Like what is life? Like the Oliver y'all see, I've been doing this since Montello Elementary. Like it's just student government, math team, school, National Achievement Society, traveling, performing off Broadway. Baby, I've always been doing this. It makes me happy.
I couldn't even keep up.
Yes. Y'all have any more questions for us? I'm gonna get back to the party, Mom, because the Jacksons out there partying. I will be going live tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. I will be going live like every day because we got to talk about some more stuff. And I need to catch up on my own show, child. I'll be watching the scenes, but I haven't watched it like fully, so I can do my reviews because there's some more things that I need to talk about. But my mama on here tonight, so I can't. Out of respect, boundaries. I don't want to unleash the full Kraken. Oh, but believe you me. Let me stop. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking shit. Ma, any final words?
I just want to say that the Twixt 2024 trip is already out. I've already booked. If you have not booked, you got to come this time. Y'all see it's not a scam. You see it's for real. You know, tell a friend. Come out. And keep supporting the Chasing brand. You see that the show that's coming out. I'm excited about it. I'm going to always support my son. Anything he does, I'm going to always be there. So just expect me to be there. You know, I see people down in the comment talking about, oh, let Oliver fight it. Hell no, that's not how we work. I told you we to get one. And that's why it's certain things he don't tell me. So a lot of people get away with a lot. He don't tell me until it's like way old. And you know, but I'm getting better. I'm letting him you know, live and me not insert myself and just saying, oh, okay.
Because, I mean, for the people who've been knowing me since season 3 of Chasing Atlanta, y'all know I've never cared about a comment. I don't give a damn. And because let me tell you, and this may sound so ugly, and I don't mean this to be ugly, but I'm just being honest. I want to give a disclaimer. I didn't know none of y'all before I started doing this. I didn't know nobody. So if one person like me or 2 people like me, I'm winning. The hell I care about somebody saying negative to me about in the comments. Now, do I read them? Yes, but I'm not going to let that settle in my system and have me all bent out of shape. I try to surround myself with positive, uplifting, constructive things that make me feel good and make me a better person, not somebody being nasty and mean. So y'all know me, my best thing, I just ignore bitch, because when you ignore people, that piss them off even more. I be trying to tell my mama, just don't respond, because the moment you respond, they gonna come after me. They ain't gonna bother you, they gonna come after me. Now, I ain't said it, I ain't type it, I didn't feel nothing about it, but they gonna come bother me. So I'm glad. I just want her not to leave the comments alone, because that's what the people do, is to comment, to watch, and we appreciate them commenting and watching. That's all I want you to do. I can give a damn about how you feel about me. Just comment and watch. So when I go take my analytics to them, so they can write me, hey, these are the number of people who comment and watching. They can give a damn about for bitch like you. Do they watch and do they comment so we can run an ad through this motherfucker? That's all I care about. Because after I close this shit off, I'm going to go in there with my family and Tootsie Roll to some Gladys Knight. And life is great. I'm going to get on the plane. I don't give a damn about a comment. The hell I care about a comment for?
I just only comment when they say they want to fight. Other than that, they can call a name, they can do this, they can do that. I know what I named you, but when they be talking about, oh, if I see him out, what they gonna do? I'm saying, not bitch, if I see you first, because just like you got a crew, I got a crew. You know, people think they the only ones with a crew. And trust you me, I can find out more about you quicker than you can find out about me, because I got access at my fingertips, but I leave you alone. As long as you leave me and my family alone, I leave you alone. But when you start talking all this, I'm going to jump you and I can see you. Not if I clock you side your damn head first, because I can be in that same club you in. You got a crew. I got a crew, and we much older and we wiser. We got resources. Let me stop. No, I'm like a mama. Y'all be talking about y'all gonna hit my baby. I ain't having that. No.
I'm not worried about nobody hitting me.
Me neither.
So I don't want you to be worried about it either. Who said it was gonna text me after this? Don't say it on the live.
No. I'm just saying down in the comments when they be talking about, oh, if we need to jump him. Just why? Because y'all can't top his verbal judo. Why? Because you can't top his read. Why? Because you can't, do X, Y, and Z. I mean, darn, he ain't threatening nobody's life. He's slick at the mouth. I know that. I had him. I know how that mouth do. I know how that mouth go. But dang, just because you can't, get back with just because your verbal judo not up to date. Now you want to get physical. I'm like, yeah, okay.
I used to be, when I first started out, I used to be afraid to fight because I didn't want fighting or like any acts of violence on camera to reflect negatively upon me and stop me from working. And I still feel that way. But what I will say is on camera, off camera, in the street, wherever the hell, I pity the person or people, whoever choose to place to do anything. I pity, and I'm sorry to your mama, and I'm sorry to your daddy, and I'm sorry to your grandma, because I ain't a fighter. I mean, I can, but I'm from the clan of clearing it out. We finna neutralize this immediately. So let's not even. That's why I ignore the comments. I don't want to talk like that. Think about that. We gonna praise the Lord and thank God for everything. Right, here come the crew right here.
Let me see my crew. Hey, Agent, you better pick me up from the airport in the morning when I get in there.
We got you, sis. I'll
be on time. What's going on, cousin? I'll be there tomorrow. Hey, and it's off the plane straight, and it's off the plane. Hey, off the plane straight to the liquor store. The liquor.
No discount. None. The family.
That's my family. I gotta love them.
They tell me I got to go, so I love y'all.
All right. All right, y'all say hi to my babe.
Thank you. Hi, how you doing? Thank you to
I'm fine. How are you?
Mama. Thank you to hey Dina. Thank you to my mama. Thank you to Darius. Thank you to Nicole. Thank you to JeTwahn. Thank you for Lynn. Thank you, James Knox, from Viacom for giving me the money to do this.
Yes.
Thank you, Theo from Love and Hip Hop for coming to help me executively produce. Thank you, and Dario for editing this. Shout out to Brandon and Reggie and Jamar and Thailand who helped film it. Thank you to, I don't know who else. Thank you to Theo for even coming up with this trip idea.
Yes, Theo.
Thank you, Theo.
Dario. The cast, everybody.
Thank you to the entire cast. Thank you to the production team. Thank you to Dario, the network. Thank you to the viewers, the people who
viewers, the number one people. Yes,
this has
the supporters.
Been the most consistently watched spin-off and chasing reality on the channel. Like everyone came back every week to watch, and I'm thankful to y'all. I love y'all so much. Make sure y'all follow my mama, and she is Mama Twixt. Y'all follow me on my Instagram because I will be going live and I will be feeling a little bit more secret because we got to talk about endings. And we got to talk about chasing Atlanta, baby.
All right. Love y'all. Follow me on shit, Mama Twixt. Follow me.
Love y'all. Bye.
My baby.